It was a warm summer afternoon in 1996 when 10-year-old Ethan Parker was last seen riding his bicycle down his quiet suburban street. It was broad daylight. Families were outside mowing lawns, children were playing, neighbors were sitting on porches. But somehow, in the middle of the day, Ethan vanished. First, nobody thought much of it. Maybe he stopped by a friend's house. Maybe he'd ridden to the park. But when hours passed with no sign of him, panic set in. His bicycle was later found abandoned near a wooded path, but Ethan was gone. Police launched one of the largest searches in the town's history. Helicopters scanned fields, volunteers combed through forests, dogs tracked his scent. Detectives knocked on doors, questioned neighbors, and chased dozens of tips. But nothing concrete ever surfaced. Ethan had disappeared into thin air. The case captured national attention. News outlets ran his photo for weeks. Parents held their children closer. Rumors spread. Some believed Ethan had been abducted by a stranger. Others feared it was someone in the community. But every lead ended in heartbreak. Days turned into weeks, then years, and eventually decades. His family never stopped searching, but the trail had long gone cold. For 25 years, Ethan Parker's disappearance remained one of the most haunting mysteries in the state. His parents grew old without answers, always leaving the porch light on in case their son somehow came home. Then, in 2021, everything changed. While reviewing old evidence, investigators resubmitted items from the original case for advanced DNA testing technology that simply didn't exist in 1996. On Ethan's bicycle and clothing, forensic scientists recovered a profile that matched a man already in the National DNA Database: Daniel Reeves. Reeves had lived just a few miles from Ethan at the time of his disappearance. He had no connection to the family, no reason to be on their street. But his record told a chilling story: multiple arrests for assault and a history of predatory behavior. When confronted, Reeves at first denied any involvement, but the DNA evidence was overwhelming. Eventually, investigators uncovered that he had lured Ethan off his bike that day, taken him, and hidden the crime for decades. The truth had been buried for 25 years, until science exposed it. For Ethan's family, the discovery was both devastating and relieving. The nightmare of not knowing was finally over, but the weight of what happened to their son was heavier than ever. A child vanished in broad daylight. The world watched for decades, powerless. And in the end, it was a single strand of DNA that cracked a case no one thought could ever be solved.